Good evening, I'm Sharon Chin.
And I'm Alan Martin. Welcome to the 17th Annual Bay Area Jefferson Award celebration. The ceremony is online for a second pandemic year.
Tonight, we honor 55 outstanding people, unsung heroes who are doing extraordinary public service in the Bay Area.
Yeah, the youngest Jefferson Award winners are teenagers. The oldest, 90 years old. All of them share a deep commitment to serving others. Here's some highlights.
It's really difficult sometimes to get heard, so I wanted to focus on underrepresented voices and take the magic and the power that is storytelling and bring it to the people we serve.
It makes me want to work harder to create more of those stories.
For all of us who do the work behind the scenes, I think it gives us the ability to know that we made a difference. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
I feel like we are one big family, and that's a human family.
This is the job. This is what God's handed me a gift to do.
You know, it's rewarding, and at the same time, that's not really why we do it. We do it because we can.
I'm here to inspire people to help other people.
Ooh, thank you.
Well, when you're looking for me, you'll find me. They make me feel alive. These are my friends. It got a little chilly. You need any extra warmth for tomorrow?
When I kind of got myself together, I went back to my foundation. It was my grandmother and serving. And in AA, we talk about serving. And you dedicate your life to serving.
The whole reason of doing that is to show people who feel like they are nothing, that if they get the right people in their lives, they can change.
This is a place for you to tell your stories. We're just here to support you.
I had a friend make this for me.
I kind of feel like that's my calling, is to be a convener of like ideas and resources.
Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Never give up, you gotta bring it. Take it over the top.
You don't see the face, only the eyes now, right? But you can see in the eyes of appreciation, eyes of relief.
It's not the programs, it's not even the organization, it's the people that we stand behind that will actually change the things that we need to change to make this place a more equitable and just world.
The idea that everyone is here gathered learning many different things and learning what they want to learn, however they want to learn it.
We meet people who are self-selected for goodness. They're all people who want to make a difference.
We take pride in sharing the weekly profiles of Jefferson Award winners on television, radio, online, on social media, and via live stream on CBS and Bay Area. Please welcome Kevin Walsh, President and General Manager of KPIX TV, and Stacy Kaufman, Regional Vice President of Odyssey.
I am honored and privileged to be here again talking about the Jefferson Awards and the contributions that our community has made throughout the greater Bay Area. On behalf of all the people here at KPIX and KBCW, this has been a phenomenal year during 2 pandemic years to see what we have done as a community and the outreach that we've put forth. When you think about what has happened with some of the projects that have been put in place, helping the homeless, giving food out to people in the mission, helping seniors out. There's a multitude of things, and I can't speak to each and every one of them, but we will during the ceremony tonight. These are just unbelievable projects, and it just speaks to our community, always has, and this is in particular such a great year. And I just can't thank everybody enough for the commitment they made at the station, but also the commitment that we've made to the community. Thank you to Dignity Health for everything that they've done as a sponsor to this event as well. So thank you. Look forward to this virtual event. Have a good evening.
I'm Stacy Kaufman, Regional Vice President at Odyssey. Congratulations to all of this year's community heroes. It is our pleasure to share your stories on KCBS Radio week after week. And I also thank Dignity Health for partnering with us. In these times of uncertainty, people tell us they're overwhelmed hearing bad news. They want good news. We all want to feel uplifted. So it's heartwarming to hear the stories of our Jefferson Award winners and what they are doing. From providing laptops, to supplementing virtual learning, to offering dog therapy to first responders on the front lines, you are all outstanding examples of selfless service. Each winner represents the best of the Bay Area. You bring hope that things will get better, and your actions encourage us to do good. All we have to do is take a small step. You show us how to put others first, and many of you do it without any expectation of recognition. Often, you do it silently behind the scenes. But tonight, we shine a light on your giving. We give you a big thank you and celebrate you for multiplying good.
2022 kicks off a special year for the Jefferson Awards parent organization. Multiplying Good celebrates a golden anniversary, 50 years of honoring those who put others first. Please welcome the CEO of the nonprofit, Hillary Schaefer.
Welcome to the 17th annual KPIX Jefferson Awards celebration in the Bay Area. I am Hillary Schaefer, CEO of Multiplying Good. At Multiplying Good, and in our partnership with KPIX and CBS Radio, we are excited to celebrate a number of remarkable individuals from across the Bay Area, those that are generating ripples of good all across the community. Tonight, as we honor our newest recipients, we are kicking off Multiplying Good's 50th anniversary year-long celebration. From the beginning, Multiplying Good set out to celebrate and elevate the stories of those performing extraordinary acts of service all across the nation. As we look to the next 50 years, we are on a mission to cultivate greatness through service to others. We understand that service offers each and every one of us a solution. We believe a solution lies in creating positive change through helping others. Service has the power to reconnect us to one another. It provides opportunities for us to grow as individuals and transform us into happier, more productive members of society. It creates stronger, more connected communities. Ultimately, we at Multiplying Good envision a world where service to others motivates everyone to do something that has a positive impact on those around them. The more we can bring people into service while magnifying and scaling their efforts, the greater chance we all have to multiply the good and make the world a better place.
Bay Area students are developing their leadership skills through Multiplying Good Students in Action program. About 350 young people take part from about 24 high schools.
And two participants share their experiences with us tonight, Carson Seabury and Fernando Flores from De La Salle High School in Concord.
My name is Carson Seabury and I'm a senior at De La Salle High School. I've been a member of our Students in Action Club and Service Leadership student for 3 years. Our main goal as a club this past school year was to create a way for all students in our high school to participate in service throughout the school year, even and especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are proud to say that in 2020 to the 2021 school year, at the height of the pandemic, we held 8 high-impact events involving hundreds of students, facilitating over 49,000 hours of student community service, raising over $34,500 and impacting charities right here at home and around the world. This school year, we are on track to do the same. Our upcoming service project, Laps for Life, is held every year in remembrance of De La Salle student Tyler Bunn, who passed away due to suicide. I'm honored to be able to run the event this year, and I think the importance of speaking about mental health awareness and suicide prevention has only grown greater due to the pandemic. Being able to serve others and giving back to my community and those in need is something that not only brings me happiness, but brings me a sense of fulfillment. I hope to be able to continue to serve those in need, and I thank our service leadership class, De La Salle High School, and the Multiplying Good Foundation for helping me strengthen these skills. Thank you.
My name is Fernando Flores, and I'm a senior at De La Salle High School, and I've been a part of Students in Action just over 2 years now. As a senior this year, my goal has been to maximize the amount of service I can do for my community. One of my favorite projects that I've been a part of this year has been our annual cereal drive. With COVID still being an influencing factor in today's society, we had to think of ways to run the drive that would allow us to keep a rich school tradition alive. We decided to have an online drive where people from all over our community could get involved with financial donations. We also had a physical drive where kids could still bring in boxes to school. We also implemented a set of weekly class competitions to incentivize full student body participation. All in all, we were able to raise nearly $20,000 for the Monument Crisis Center. It has been through projects like these that my love for service has grown. When I first came to the program, I was really driven by the thought that doing this would help me out when it came time to apply to college. But as time went on, I realized that service really brought out a sense of happiness in me. And now, thinking about all that and thinking about what career I want to do, I really want to be a firefighter just for the service part of it. I've never been more committed to serving my own community. And I'm grateful for what the Multiplying Good organization has done for over 50 years and continues to do at schools like De La Salle. Thank you.
In 2021, we introduced you to a quiet hero every week. And every year, our selection committee chooses 5 of them to be considered for a national honor from the Jefferson Awards national ceremony later this year.
Yeah, the committee reviewed several criteria: impact, inspiration, innovation, sustainability, and need. Here are the 5 Bay Area silver medalists.
College senior Celeste Wally will soon earn her chemistry degree, but she recalls being a high school truant dealing with trauma from family neglect.
You know, I was really angry at the world. I was upset at my family.
Celeste got counseling and therapy in foster care through Seneca Family of Agencies, the Oakland-based nonprofit Ken Barrick founded in 1985.
They really emphasized that my future is in my hands.
We'll be there for you no matter what. We'll do that unconditionally. And we'll do it in a way that says we don't give up.
Today, the nonprofit serves 18,000 young people and families a year in California, Washington, and across the U.S. And Ken's led reforms from the 1990s that are becoming pillars of the state foster care system. So children needing intensive treatment can get it in their home or a foster family's home. The so-called wraparound services come to you without moving to an institution.
It doesn't matter if you're struggling in school. It doesn't matter if it's at home. If you're struggling with substance use, if your family needs help, Wraparound brings that help to you where you are and then can stay with you until your life gets better.
He was our solution.
Will Lightbourne of the State Department of Healthcare Services calls Ken a humble visionary.
Instead of thinking that we're going to do therapy for a child, no, what we're going to do is do therapeutic work with a family. And that's really the legacy that I think Ken's bringing to us.
Ken's working with dozens of schools to provide mental health and other services to thousands of struggling students. He's also reuniting and offering therapy to hundreds of immigrant families who were separated at the border. Bringing healing is his reward.
We get to see our communities living to their potential and impact. And I just can't think of anything that'd be more fun than that.
So for decades of serving young people and their families in crisis, this silver medal goes to Ken Barrick.
I'm so grateful to the Jefferson Awards Committee for this recognition of the work of so many incredible children, families, and the amazing staff that have supported them for over 35 years. Today in California, we're finally seeing children's mental health move to the forefront of public policy, to the forefront in the form of the governor's initiative for children's behavioral health, where mental health will see the biggest investment ever made for children and families. The biggest investment ever made in the history of California. And that's why I'm more optimistic than ever about our future. I'm more optimistic about the future of children's mental health in schools. I'm more optimistic than ever about the future of children's mental health in classrooms and in communities, and I'm more optimistic than ever about our ability as agencies to serve children and families in ways that we've never done before. Finally, I want to take a minute to thank my family, my wife Jill, my daughter Sierra, and my son Eli. The people who put up with me, the people who stood by me, and the people, most importantly, who taught me the real meaning of unconditional. Thank you for being there for me all of these years, and thank you for this recognition.
Volunteers distribute hundreds of boxes of fresh produce and poultry from local food banks to dozens of churches in San Francisco and beyond. The churches then deliver the food to 800 families in need each week.
Thank you. God bless.
Assistant Pastor Shekmotu Moma, First Samoan Full Gospel Pentecostal Church in East Palo Alto.
That's what put the smile on our faces at the end of the day, knowing that we were able to help somebody.
The food giveaway, just part of the work of the San Francisco African American Faith-Based Coalition.
No, I want to hug.
Veronica Shepard founded the nonprofit in 2016. It partners with dozens of churches to tackle health problems among the city's underserved African Americans.
Every one of these churches are all dealing with huge health disparities that have
very high impact on our Black African American community. Heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, cancer.
Veronica heads the anti-racism office in the city's health department. She harnesses her connections for good. Her nonprofit partnered with SF New Deal to deliver more than 350,000 prepared meals to more than 1,600 households in the year and a half after the pandemic hit. And when only about half of African Americans in San Francisco had gotten their COVID vaccine, the coalition held pop-up clinics to vaccinate more than 700 people. Coalition Executive Director Dr. Jonathan Butler says Veronica is driven by a passion for people.
Her heart is one that always seeks to help others, whether they're hungry, whether they're homeless or helpless.
Veronica's strength is building connections to impact more lives.
Cucumber.
All right.
Senior Pastor Sonia Brunswick of Greater Life Foursquare Church in San Francisco.
God has given her unique skills, gifts, and talents to communicate and to gather people together.
Veronica says she's simply fulfilling her life purpose.
Anytime I can do anything to help somebody's life be a little bit better, I feel like I'm doing my divine call.
So for creating the San Francisco African American Faith-Based Coalition to make life healthier for the underserved community, this silver medal goes to Veronica Shepard.
I don't even know where to begin. I'm so in awe that I was selected to receive this honor, this esteemed award. What I do every day is from a divine appointment. It's because I care about humanity. And I know that people are suffering, and you can't just look away. You can't act like it doesn't exist. People say, how do you do this? Why do you do this? And I said, if not me, who? If not now, when? People need our services, our help, our encouragement. In this pandemic specifically, people are suffering even more than you can ever imagine. We're not here alone. No man is an island. And we are required to be our brother's keeper, because that's what makes us human. That's what makes us different from the rest of the species on the planet Earth. To show kindness, humanity, dignity, respect, irrespectful of how people are living. This is my calling. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Randy Haken, a member of Yahoo's founding team, tasted success in Silicon Valley. But when he turned 50, he started something new as he blogged daily reasons to be grateful.
How can all of us together help make an impact and do something to give back to the world? This is one of our earlier gratitude fellows.
Randy founded the Gratitude Network in 2014. The Pleasanton-based nonprofit offers a free one-year fellowship program for social entrepreneurs who are changing children's lives in education, health, and social justice.
They moved into the role of executive director out of passion for helping children. But now they may be lacking the leadership skills to continue to grow that organization.
The fellows come from more than 60 nations. Many are women and people of color. They learn from volunteer coaches, seminars, peer groups, and summits.
The Gratitude Network Fellowship was the lifesaver for us.
Blessing Onijike Ananaba learned how to build a sustainable business model. She inspires underserved girls in Nigeria to become leaders through the Girl Child Art Foundation.
We're reaching more girls, and we're doing more measurable work.
For 2017 fellow Dr. Derek Mitchell, a redesigned business model has opened new doors.
Being in community together.
He and his team at Partners in School Innovation are now working with more schools and districts to help low-income students of color thrive. He's grateful for Randy's impact.
His humility and his honesty and his willingness to change and learn and grow are the main reasons why I think the Gratitude Network is so successful.
Another reason? Besides corporate and individual donations, Gratitude Network is supported by sales of Entrepreneur Wines, the brand founded by Randy and his wife.
It's been a wonderful way to get more people involved in the work that Gratitude is doing, and have some fun at the same time.
So for training social entrepreneurs in leadership skills through the Gratitude Network, this silver medal goes to Randy Haken.
Well, I humbly accept this award on behalf of myself, but also on behalf of the entire Gratitude Network. They're the real recipients of this award. The network was set up many years ago to serve underserved children here in the U.S. and abroad. We work through social entrepreneurs, most of them are nonprofits, who are doing the work on the ground with these children, and we help them to become better leaders to accomplish this work. I would say that it's really the network that deserves this award. The network includes more than 40 coaches today, over 70 expert advisors, and hundreds of financial supporters who are individuals, families, corporate foundations. And these are the people that really are the true recipients of this award. For those of us that are involved in community service or philanthropy, I think we intuitively know when we're grateful for what we've been given in life, we want to give back, we want to do more. And that's really what the Gratitude Network has been all about, and I believe it's what the Jefferson Award is about as well. After all, to whom much is given, much is expected. Thank you again.
¿Cómo estás? Hugs greet Roberto Hernandez. People come to the native San Franciscan with their problems, like one woman at the start of the pandemic.
In tears, was telling me that she lost her job at 33 years.
Roberto says she had no benefits and only a day's worth of food to support her widowed daughter and 5 grandchildren.
And it broke my heart.
So he started Mission Food Hub. He recruited 100 volunteers to provide food for needy families.
That wasn't sustainable at all, you know, and because again, the calls just kept coming and the need just kept growing.
And when Carnival was canceled, Roberto got sponsors to shift festival funds to the Mission Food Hub. More than 9,000 families now receive food boxes each week, thanks to donations and money from fundraisers, foundations, and government grants.
The people who work the hardest, who are the maids in your homes, in the hotels, and the janitors, and the gardeners, and the nannies, you know, they're not taken care of. And that's what we're taking care of here.
They line up for blocks as hundreds of volunteers pack and distribute food 3 times a week at a warehouse on Alabama Street and at 24 other sites in other neighborhoods. Drivers also deliver food to the elderly and those quarantined with COVID. Volunteer Connie Rivera relied on the food hub to feed her family of 5 after the shelter-in-place shut down her retail store.
I didn't have no money, no savings, nothing.
She says Roberto goes out of his way to get food popular in their culture, like the ingredients for carne asada.
He come and ask, what would you like to eat?
Volunteer coordinator Rosine Garcia says it's no wonder he's called the mayor of the mission.
He snaps his fingers and things happen. He really is like a little magician.
Being of service is the most beautiful thing that one can do, and I've been blessed to be able in my entire life to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So for decades of serving his community, including feeding thousands of families each week through the Mission Food Hub, this silver medal goes to Roberto Hernandez.
Buenos dias. I want to thank the Jefferson Award Selection Committee for the silver medal. I want to thank the Latino Task Force and the Mission Food Hub volunteers, our committees, and all the people who've been involved working collectively together in our community during this pandemic. I want to honor the people who've been invisible throughout all these years that I've been fortunate and blessed to serve with love and respect. The workers, the maids in houses, the gardeners, the janitors, the dishwashers, all the service workers of our community that oftentimes never get recognized. It's been an honor to be of service to them, and I want to thank them and thank everybody who's been a part of working collectively together. So thank you for this award and many blessings to everybody. Gracias.
30 to 40 pallets we can fit in here.
Delphayib Fanoyi gets ready for her volunteers to pack hundreds of holiday food boxes for low-income families. She fulfills a promise made in 2006. While in her native Iran, adopting her oldest daughter, another 11-year-old girl begged to leave the orphanage with them.
I'll make you a beautiful daughter. I'll make you a good daughter. Please take me with you too. And I told her that I cannot take her, as much as I love to, I cannot take her with me. So I told her, I promise you I would not let you or the children like you be forgotten. I am in Shirabad.
Delphayib kept that promise 2 years later. She and her friends founded Moms Against Poverty.
These are from Afghanistan.
The Burlingame-based nonprofit provides education, health, and orphan care, plus basic needs like food, water, and hygiene products. Moms Against Poverty, or MAP, has served more than 2 million people, mostly poor children, in 16 countries. It's built more than 60 schools and supported more than 30 orphan care centers.
I feel like we are one big family. And that's a human family.
Its food baskets have gone to children from Cambodia to more than 27,000 Afghans at the Iran border who fled the Taliban. Dr. Ashkan Tagipur heads a nonprofit in Iran that's worked with MAP to build schools and feed thousands.
She is one of the greatest advocates of children in need that I have seen.
In the Bay Area, Moms Against Poverty partners with 36 school districts, churches, and community groups to serve hundreds of thousands of people. The Castro Valley Unified School District receives boxes of fresh organic food to feed up to 40 families twice a month during the school year and 500 families in the summer.
Our students will not go hungry.
Mrs. Nancy Nodal, Parent Community Liaison.
They don't have to go to the supermarket and have to decide whether to buy meat versus shampoo.
School Superintendent Parvin Ahmadi says Delphayib even provides free refrigerators so the district can store the food.
This is a labor of love for her. She cares so deeply about people, all people.
We bring hope, and hope is all we have left in the world right now.
So for serving millions of people around the world through Moms Against Poverty, this silver medal goes to Delphayib Fanoyi.
I would like to thank Jefferson Award Committee for honoring me with this amazing medal. I would like to share this medal with all the sponsors, supporters, donors, volunteers, and my amazing team. We all believed and we all share the same dream that every child, regardless of where they are born, being in Iran, in Afghanistan, in Cambodia, Senegal, India, or Philippines, or here right at home, they deserve the right to education, to basic provisions, and to health, so they can one day become a productive member of their own society. We started a movement, people have joined it, and today we have impacted more than 2.5 million lives. We like people to join us. This amazing movement is going to continue until every child has a childhood in this world. Thank you.
Just a terrific group. So congratulations to all of our silver medal winners.
And now we'd like to honor all of the year's winners who inspired us with their stories of service in 2021.
Herman Barahona.
Paley Boucher.
Dennis Brown.
Heidi Carmen.
Jose Castaneda.
Shell Cleve.
Jennifer Cullenbine.
Terry Lynch Delane.
Arabella DeLuco.
Susan Farron.
Jack Fleeman.
Andrea Ford.
Valerie Freitas. Alex Freitas.
Jacqueline Martinez Garcelle.
Nora Lee Gipner.
Margaret Gonzalez. Steve Perdicaris.
Neil Guerrero. Cleo Guerrero.
Jack Hayes.
Rita Mancera Hernandez.
Sally Hindman.
Kristen Hauk.
Clara Sue.
Seth Hubbard.
Kevin Kelly.
Krista Lucchese.
Jill Martinez.
Malcolm Marshall.
Ahmed Mohammed. Eli Barrick.
Hasitha Nimagutta.
Christina Ortega.
Linda Owens.
Sue Piper. Nithala Pungavan. Meghana Rapaka.
Dr. Sarah Reidenbach. Dr. Kate Kuzminski.
Shizwe Siegel.
Randall Saraguchi Jr.
Bill Somerville.
Wanda Stewart.
Felicia Thibodeau. Michelle Tuati.
Vincent Ray Williams.
Nancy Wright. Stuart Lobel.
Dr. Hans Yu. Congratulations to them all. If you know of someone who is doing exemplary service in the community, you can nominate that person for a Bay Area Jefferson Award. The online form is on our website, kpix.com/hero. Click on the nominations tab and provide details of how your nominee is making a difference.
Thank you for joining in to celebrate our 2021 Jefferson Award winners and recognizing that one person can make a difference.
And we hope that you too are inspired to volunteer. Thank you and good night.